Guys, I swear to God, not only does the universe hate me, but also what the actual fuck is going on? Yes, I have heard the freaking news, and of course, as per usual, the news broke out in the seconds that I uploaded the video to YouTube. So here I am, ready to give it its full attention in a single video because this news is crazy. One, because here we go again. This is the second time that Alexandra Trusova is leaving Team Tutberidze. Hi, if you haven't heard, Alexandra Trusova is leaving Team Tutberidze again. And she is doing it once more in a dramatic fashion. Like, she came to test gates, debuted a whole new Tutberidze approved program where she showed up with Team Tutberidze as her coaches. Like, I don't even know what the hell they were talking about right before she went on the ice. Team Tutberidze know she was about to leave them. Trusova certainly knew she was about to leave them. And I do wonder, when the hell did Eteri Tutberidze know? Because the news just literally came out right after test gates. Usually things happen at the beginning of the season, but test gates was literally like a few days ago. Like, come on. And honestly, I can't say that I am shocked, since I feel most of us, we expected that Alexandra Sasha would leave Tutberidze right after that horrible Olympic experience under Tutberidze. I mean, she said so herself. She didn't want to skate anymore. I imagine she meant that directly to Tutberidze, who she refused her hug multiple times after that horrible experience. However, I imagine, just like many, I felt that the ban on international competitions would have probably kneecapped this decision and made her and her dad, who we know is very involved in her decisions, think that since they're restricted to Russian competitions only, that maybe she should stay under Tutberidze, who is undoubtedly the most powerful coach in Russia. But we were wrong, because literally yesterday, the news started to circulate that Alexandra Trusova was leaving Team Tutberidze again to train with Svetlana Sokolowskaya. Hopefully I said that right somehow. And if you don't know who this is the coach of Marko Andriatyuk, who is Alexandra's boyfriend, and she also coached, if I am not mistaken,
Sofia Samodilkina.
And I don't remember who. But a lot of people at first suspected that she just wanted to be close to her boyfriend, but it was then later reported that the reason Trusova is leaving Team Tutberidze to train with Svetlana alongside her boyfriend is that Trusova is no longer satisfied with the heavy training regimen in the Team Tutberidze group, which in her opinion is causing her injuries to worsen, which I am not surprised by. We have talked about this multiple times. Like, she is 18, which is the Eteri expiration date. Her body is now reacting to the trauma and overtraining that she has been put through. It is probably changing in terms of what she can and can't endure after probably being hit the hardest right before the Olympics. And now she wants to train elsewhere. I genuinely did not think she would make that decision to train with Svetlana, of all people. I thought maybe she was going to go to Puyanova, maybe she was gonna go to the other Sergei Davidov, who is the one who trains Sofia, or maybe she would come to the USA. But now that they're banned internationally, what I believe to be the most likely that she would come to a USA or a Canadian coach like Evgenia did, I think she has been constrained in that decision and is now going to Svetlana just because she has to leave Team Tutberidze. To me, this feels more like a move of desperation of, I need to do something, but I don't know what. Because the reality is that Svetlana has not had too much success with ladies. She's most known for male skaters like Marko Andriatyuk, who is definitely by far her most high-profile skater right now. However, although this news seems basically confirmed since it has been doing the rounds in the Russian press like Sports.ru, where they call literally everybody in the figure skating world and ask them to comment, I will say that neither party has put out a statement confirming nor denying this news. Like, I went to everybody's Instagram, and Alexandra Trusova's Instagram has no post regarding this. Eteri Tutberidze's Instagram has no post regarding this. And the official Team Tutberidze Instagram also has zero statements about this issue. And they still have up their latest test skates post that includes Alexandra, and they still have the highlights for Alexandra. And as we know, once you leave, they kind of remove it. Because I looked for Aliona's, and she is not here. So if she has left, it is not confirmed. Which is why I guess we should be saying allegedly, but everybody's talking about like it has happened. happen, but the people involved haven't confirmed it. But let's just act like it is being confirmed, because this is the kind of news where after everybody has commented on it, then they're going to release a proper statement. I'm guessing Tutberidze and Alexandra are both working on it as we speak. The biggest comments that we've seen come out of this are people saying that this is definitely a wrong move. Somebody said that this is a step towards the end of a career, like good luck to Sasha, and that most people don't agree with her leaving Tutberidze because the last time she did it, she literally came back because it didn't work out for her. I will say she did go to Plushenko, who has not had great track records with figure skater in the ladies discipline, and I don't know, at this point it doesn't seem to me like she did it as a tactical move. It just seems to me like she did it as I need to save my body somehow, and if I stay in this camp, I am not gonna make it to a second Olympics. Plushenko actually commented on this, saying, "This is absolutely a logical move. None of the Tutberidze girls have won any medal on a second Olympics. None have even performed there." And that is something that Yana Rubskaya, who is Plushenko's wife, said. And it's true. The reality is that Sasha said that her dream is to go to 2 Olympics. And that dream seems almost like an impossible dream when you're known as an Eteri girl, because none, and I mean none, have been able to make it because of what we all know again, the Eteri expiration date. They get there at 15, they get there at 16, they do their best, and then never again. And by the time that they are 19, 20, they are retired. So I think Trusova this is just as a last resort, as an emergency fucking break on her career, because she needs to downgrade into a proper environment that cares about her body's well-being. Like I said, a lot of people have commented on it. Most people are just kind of talking about the fact that this is an error in terms of her career, but nobody is even touching the fact that this is certainly the only move if she wants to survive being a figure skater competitively and reach a second Olympics. If the Russians aren't even banned, I don't know, at this point we're headed towards nuclear war, so we don't even know we're going to have a second Olympics, and if we do, are the Russians even going to be invited? We do not know. But if she is, and they are, she's never gonna make it there under Tutberidze. That's just a fact when you look at the past. Mark was asked for a comment, and he did say that I'm not gonna comment on Trusova's transition to a new coach. He didn't even confirm that it was his own coach, Svetlana Soloskovaya. I am saying that wrong for certain, but I knew this was going to happen, and I talked about it in my previous video about how all these girls, every single time they retire after years of being inactive, they come out with all these horror stories. And I even used Sasha's video during that part because I feared that she was next, and this news to me, sadly, seems like it's confirming. It seems like Sasha is kind of gearing up for a slowing down of her competitive career, not just because everybody is banned, but because I feel like she's already talked about her back injuries and how serious they are. I mean, she didn't even perform a free skate, but at this point she could have also not performed a free skate because maybe she doesn't have one, because her and Tutberidze, and by extension Gleikenhaus, were not even in good terms. Like, it's very possible that Team Tutberidze did know that she was leaving, so they didn't even make her a free skate, and then she used her injury as an excuse. But there is no doubt in my mind that she is injured just based on the fact of how she performed her short program. And yeah, like, that's all we know for now. Nobody has confirmed it when it comes to Team Tutberidze, Eteri, or Alexandra Trusova herself. There's just been a lot of chatter and a lot of, it started on Twitter, at least for me, and then slowly but surely the people who you would expect to confirm it started confirming it, and then the Russian press itself, who was the first people to start talking about it, started asking for comment, and people were saying, I do not know anything about this, but if it's true, this is what I think. And now people are just saying, this is what I think, as if confirming it as it is a fact. And once she does make a statement, I will talk about it, but there is really nothing else to talk about besides the fact that I hope Sasha does this to keep her career going, and if her goal is truly to reach a second Olympics, I hope she takes the precautions needed to do so, because her body right now is probably wrecked. Like, there is no other word for it. It's just wrecked from all the overtraining, these strenuous things, and who knows what else happened in the Team Tutberidze camp. And also the fact that her and Aliona left Team Tutberidze twice just shows you how there's really no room to grow. I mean, Sasha's leaving now because she's saying the regimen is too hard. When Aliona left the second time, it wasn't because she left, it was because she was kicked out after she had broken her arm a second time. Like, do you know how crazy that is? Like, she came back, she broke her arm, then she broke her other arm attempting the triple axel, and then She was asked to leave. Like, talk about a place that does not think about your body and does not think about your health and do not put you first. My God. Sasha, I think, is doing the right choice, and I'm glad that it's even a choice for her, because I do think that Eteri Tutberidze, if her career did not advance, would ask her to leave. However, due to the fact that now they're not doing international competitions, I do feel like keeping Sasha is just the right move in terms of financially and having a good brand. Like, Sasha is one of the most popular figure skaters in Russia, undoubtedly, and most recognizable. So they're definitely losing a star player just because of a brand, and also because of Sasha being a great skater. And the Russian figure skating scene is just going to get smaller and smaller because these younger skaters like Adelia Petrosian and Sofia Katieva are not really going to be able to make their stamp to kind of build their own brand in international competitions, just like Aliona, Anna, and Sasha were able to do. So I feel like these are going to be almost the last kind of Russian stars that they have, even though Sofia Katieva and Adelia Petrosian are already being treated like stars just because they're on the team Tutberidze. They don't have the same fanfare, and that's because they haven't been to international competitions. And at this point, we don't know if they ever will. Like, that's just a reality. So I hope that the few remaining girls, Anna, make the correct choices when she comes back. I feel like Anna Shcherbakova is gonna be forever the dutiful, the obedient. She got the gold medal. I don't think she's ever gonna leave Team Tutberidze. She could prove me wrong. We do not know, but she's still recovering from knee surgery. I do think we're gonna see her later on in the Russian fake season. Constrained in Russia. Kamila Valieva is definitely not leaving them. I mean, they're making their whole trauma bond thing a program, so we're seeing how that's going. And those are literally the only people left. Like, Kamila and Anna are the only people left from all the skaters that we talk to day in and day out. Like, yeah, Zhenya and Alina are still technically there, but they're just, I don't even know what to call it. They're just show skaters at this point. They're just figures. Zhenya is basically an influencer. She is the most followed figure skater, I think, in the world. And she just goes to performances and galas and then shows up to sports games and dresses up pretty. Alina Sagitova is mostly a presenter and then does galas and performances and shows up pretty. Anna, Kamila, and Trusova are probably going to transition into that, and then they're kind of lost in terms of stars. Adelia and Nakatieva are the only ones with a little bit of clout left, but like I said, they're not going to be able to cement themselves and create a larger profile and get those accolades because they're not allowed in international competitions, and we don't know when that's going to happen. And Trusova has left, Aliona has left, possibly left the sport, we do not know, but I don't see her coming back really in this fake Russian season. So I think this is marking kind of the beginning of the end in terms of a transitional period. Like, this is truly the end of an era. 3A is officially disbanded forever and has no chance of ever coming back, even though we kind of knew that when Aliona left. Anyways, at this point, I'm kind of ranting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Were you as shook as I was? Were you as mad as I was when you saw it when it came out right as I was uploading the video? I hope, again, that Sasha is taking care of her body. I really think this is a desperate move just to kind of self-preservate herself and her career. And Eteri Tutberidze and Sasha have yet to make a statement, but I believe they should be confirming this within this week, like, for sure. And once that happens, I will cover it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Merch, Patreon, and Twitter are down below. And as always, shout out to the girlies, Karina, Katie, Leslie, and Natalia, and the only gent amongst the ladies, Timothy. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.